Welcome back. This is Tarot to a T. It's time to do a mid-month reading. This is for July 2022. And we're going to look at the sign of Leo. Whoops, that slipped out of my hand. Anyway, if this is your first time, welcome. Glad you could come by. I think you'll like what you see here. And if you're returning, welcome back. So if you are returning, you know the drill. I'm going to deal a few cards to see what's going on with you. And this, again, is for the sign of Leo. We already had them popping, but we'll keep going. For the mid-month of July 2022, if you could give me, okay, it just wants to come pouring out. I knew I had to do Leo. I'm a Leo, and I had some significant activity today, so I thought, you know what, I'm probably really tuned into Leo right now. Whether or not the reading's going to apply to me, that doesn't matter. It's just I'm feeling my groove today. My own energies, my own astrological influences. Okay, one more card for the sign of Leo. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. I can shut up. And we can do it. Oh, that was it. Gosh, almost threw it back in. Actually, I need one more card. Sorry there, Spirit. I faked myself out. One more card, please. I'll try to straighten up here. We'll be so loosey-goosey. Feeling a bit, I don't know, just trying to unwind. So, okay, there we go. Feeling a bit relaxed. It's the end of the week, so I'm not taking anything too seriously, which is actually the best time to read. Let's do some cards of advice for Leo. Okay. Okay, that was a good start. We can do some more, though. I'm sure there's more to say. Oh, too many. Okay. Thank you. More cards of advice for the sign of Leo. This is for the situation for mid-July 2022. This is what we're looking at. Yep, okay. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. But I can do it. Okay, Leo. Here we go. You just completed something. You got something going on with your finances here. Bit of, this is actually a good sign, but the Queen of Spades, we'll talk about that in a second. Two of Clubs, we still got some balance and harmony, but there's some need for some communication, and we have the Eight of Spades. So you're moving on from something that completed here, like I mentioned a second ago. This is a very good sign in general. It's about feeling very content with where you're at, but something wrapped up. Not necessarily like a major cycle, just something ended. It's like you've been planning something for a while, Leo, and it finally wrapped up. It's like over and done. Eight of Spades, however, has to do with challenges around work, but moving ahead of that. I have a feeling whatever this is right here, this completion had to do with work. Perhaps you left a job, perhaps you changed jobs, perhaps you were looking for some kind of promotion or to, do some kind of lateral move within the same place where you work, and you finally have achieved that, because this is the card of feeling overworked, yes, but just having a lot of challenges around work. And honestly, it could be anything. It could be like the wrong type of work for you, affecting your health, affecting your mental state, that sort of thing. But you did reach some kind of completion here, or not completion, but balance within, in general. I was going to say with money, but that was the two diamonds here, which we'll talk about in a second. The thing about it is the balance and harmony. There still needs to be some kind of communication involved. Perhaps you're waiting to hear like some finalized details. If you're doing like a lateral move or changing jobs, maybe you're waiting for last minute details here. But you've definitely reached this place of balance. Perhaps things haven't been in balance for a while, especially with this Eight of Spades. Yeah. Two of Diamonds. Again, balance and harmony, and this is within your financial sector. So that's looking real good. It is all about good news. The only thing that's worrisome that came out with it is the Queen of Spades. Now that's a little bit of an authoritarian, I don't want to say dominating, but somebody who, a strong female figure in some kind of authority. The thing about it is she doesn't reveal everything that she's thinking or planning. I also tend to read this as you, whoever I'm reading for, or whatever sign I'm reading for, you have a little bit of paranoia about somebody or something's motives. And I say something because if we're talking about like a work environment, a work entity, a corporation, a company, you know, fill in the blank. Or they're not revealing everything off, you know, just off the bat. Now, it could be tied in with this too, that talks about the need for communication, and perhaps you need to express that you need to know more details, or you're waiting on details, and that's where the communication issue comes into play. But we will ask for more cards. What else can you tell us about Leo's situation in mid-July? Six of Diamonds. So new opportunities ahead, especially in the realm of finances. It's also, it's opportunities opening up that weren't there before, as a result of this completion, more than likely. Sorry, I stuttered there. It's also about some kind of financial responsibility taking place. Like you're able to use money to pay off debt, or you're able to re-budget. It's even about, you know, new business plans, that kind of thing. So if you're not like actually working for somebody, you're in the midst of coming up with a new way to do business or to spend your money. Or like I said, you're planning to start paying off debt or make some kind of major repairs to the home, a vehicle, and I think whatever is wrapped up here has opened up this door or doors. It could be more than one opportunity. It doesn't have to be one solid thing, right? Okay. It has brought about some division and permanent separation, unfortunately, in some kind of partnership. So this is the card of balance and harmony, but we're looking at the opposite end of it. The disharmony could be, this is a stretch here, if you just left a work situation, or perhaps you got a promotion, maybe some people aren't happy about that. This is where the division comes in, right? Obviously, for physically leaving, there's definitely a physical division. Or you're leaving or moving to another department, or I don't know, going off on your own. I mean, it's led to some disharmony, maybe in unforeseen ways, or just as a consequence. I think both. So I just picked up that maybe you didn't realize it. That's what I mean. But it's a consequence of whatever's happened here. I mean, your finances are looking very strong. Yes, and you're relieving some stress here. I think that's why this card came out. I think there was a significant amount of stress. Doesn't mean it has to be like horrible. Just that you needed to advance and get out of that situation, whatever it was. Okay, 7 of spades. Interesting. So what you're experiencing right now, this is the card of kind of the emotional aspect of what you're going through. You're discovering information. You're uncovering some truths. And it's also, again, highlighting, separating, being separate from something or somebody or people. It just struck me, perhaps the truth that's been undiscovered is that your departure will cause this disharmony, and maybe you didn't foresee that. So people could really be affected by your departure or the change in your status here or your position, and that could that's very strong actually be what that's about. You just realizing that, wow, I made more of an impact than I ever realized. Because even I think when we affect people, it's not always known. And if somebody doesn't tell you or demonstrate your importance to them, how are you supposed to know, right? Even within an organization, I think that happens. Let's look at your cards of advice and see if we can find out more about this queen, because I didn't really pick up what that was about. We have the King of Diamonds and we have the Queen of Clubs. Interesting. Oh, 10 on Hearts. Very nice. New start with the Ace, and we have an 8 of Diamonds. Definitely a new start in your finance arena of finances, and we have the 5 of Spades and the King of Clubs. So all these kings coming out here. We have the King of Clubs and we have this King of Diamonds. I kind of see that as, if you haven't already, you need to take control, definitely, of your finances. But with the King of Clubs, let me move this out of the way before I burn myself. I'm really close to it. Come on. King of Clubs. It's actually a very good, dominating, authoritative, is that a word? Male energy, but it doesn't have to be a male. It could be you, actually, because you, Leo, are the clubs, actually fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This is about sticking up for your values and just being an all-around trustworthy, benevolent person who is sensitive, who is aware of what's going on, who, like I said, this is not a person with any kind of bad intentions. It's very possible that that's kind of the stance that you're being asked to take. With the finances, I think that's kind of obvious. This move down here, or whatever change happened, and we had this card of you reaching what am I saying? With the completion, yes. But there's a sense of accomplishment, right? So I think you took control of your finances as a result of taking control of the situation. That's what I'm trying to spit out here. We will talk about the Queen in a second. So we have the King of Diamonds, the King of Clubs, and I was going to talk about this 5 of Spades. This is the changes that are coming about as a result of all this. It is a disruption in routine, so very, very much in line with if you're changing a job or you're moving into a new position, it's going to change routines. That's kind of goes along with the territory. It's just kind of warning you about that. I don't see any kind of other type of breakup, because it can indicate, like in a relationship, like a breakup. But I'm seeing this more as change in lifestyle, change in how you live, change in schedule, that sort of thing. But you do definitely have this new start, which is very much encouraging you to go ahead with that. And especially with the 8 of Diamonds, it's asking you to look forward. This is a forward movement card, but I think it's asking you to look forward to the financial let's say, like the financial opportunities that are going to be coming up for you. The Eight of Diamonds is the card of entrepreneurship and hard work paying off. And even if you're not like physically like building a company, I think whatever you've gone through down here, especially with this 8, when we were talking about you needing to get out of a stressful work situation, that hard work is paying off here. And it is very much encouraging you to take this new start. So take that as an omen that if you did make a change recently, you're doing the right thing. This is also the card of desiring some kind of new knowledge, okay? Like learning a new skill. So if you did change jobs or position, maybe you had to kind of learn a whole new job, honestly. Not necessarily like a higher position within what you're already doing, right? Like asking to move to a different area. That's going to lead to your happiness here. This is literally the card of your heart's desire in all its completion. It is the end of a cycle. Whatever you endured back here, I think it was part of some kind of major cycle. We didn't see that with the 9. It just kind of said something ended. But it's an overarching theme that there's a bigger theme at stake, or at play, not at stake. There's a bigger picture to look at. Okay, you've achieved some kind of satisfaction. I don't know exactly what that would be, but you've accomplished something that makes you very, very happy and fulfilled. Now, the Queen of Clubs, I am getting back to her. She came out with the King of Diamonds, and again, I'm thinking this king has to do with you kind of taking control and mastery over your financial, I was going to say, destiny, like where it goes. The Queen here is, again, can be a fire energy. It can be you. But it's more of a female energy, and it's a bit softer. It's still a power position, though. Don't, just because it's female doesn't mean that she's any less potent. She could be more potent. She's very graceful. She's very outgoing. She knows how to favor people, get into the good graces of people, that kind of thing. Very possibly it's encouraging you to bring that side out of you. Besides having this control aspect of being this, I see these kings as being, it's more like that's what you control, and that's like you taking control of your life, but the Queen is perhaps the persona that needs to come out, to the world. So the new job place, the new position, you need to show this side of yourself, not being a domineering king necessarily, but a softer approach, but still having an air of authority, if that makes sense. I don't know, that was just a lot I just spit out, but that I was really feeling a strong download. I'm pretty relaxed, so I'm not like in this real fast-paced, talkative mood. That was very interesting for me to experience. So I hope it all made sense. You can always reverse the video and watch it again. Oh, there we go. It's going to restore some stability and balance in your life. But, again, I'm stopping here because this is about stress relief, and I thought about the 8 of Spades over here because that was about you being overworked and needing stress relief from a work situation. Now, perhaps whatever you're going through with these changes and taking control, the new start, you still need to incorporate an aspect of taking care of yourself and treating yourself well. And that's going to keep you in this place of stability and comfort. That's a very, very powerful reading, Leo. I'm going to end it there just because I feel like the message is pretty clear. You had this thing wrap up complete. I do think it's work related. I'm not really seeing relationship stuff out here. We never really saw what this Queen of Spades energy was about. Except, like I said, I've had this card come out when I feel like the person or the sign being read for is having a bit of a hard time. Hey, my camera went off, so I had to break the video. But I was just saying, I feel like this Queen of Spades is your suspicion of somebody's motives or what they're thinking or what they're doing. I think it's related to this need for communication, not necessarily from you, but maybe from somebody else. You know, the people you're dealing with, switching this role in your life, your work life. But again, I think the advice is clear about you've definitely taken control, and that's a good place to be, and this new start is a very good thing, especially in your financial realm here. You're headed in the right direction. It's going to bring you this, it's going to complete a cycle and bring you this all-around fulfillment. This is the card of celebrations and whatnot, but there's an aspect where you need to take care of yourself. And I guess minimize the chaos or the hectic energy that's perhaps headed your way, because there is going to be disruptions. Yeah, that would all make sense. Okay, I am going to wrap it up there. Sorry about the video break there. Things happen, right? So thank you for joining me, and if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And then if you haven't subscribed, you can hit the subscribe and the notification bell. It will let you know when the next video is out. I am going to try to do bonus readings this month. I'm real excited about that because I haven't had ample time in the last couple of months. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and take care.